What's the difference between a state and a nation? Because they give an example, but they don't actually give a definition. They don't identify with the state. I feel like the state is, that group of people over there in the fancy building shouting at each other, the blue team, the red team, and all that stuff. And those mechanisms and bureaucracies built around that. It's not me. It doesn't represent me. I'm stuck having to deal with it, unfortunately. But then I might be more inclined to identify with nation, the English nation or the British, and the culture and the history and the background that goes along with that. But I like this Latin America, they're still defending sovereignty. Good on them. They've probably got some inkling about what happens when you give it up.
I also had to wonder if Arnold Toynbee ever had the gall to talk about the cult of sovereignty to the king formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
Because they might disagree on that cult of sovereignty, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would love to know. I'd love to know the conversations and the hierarchy that goes on behind the scenes, because remember that picture of, was it Evelyn de Rothschild poking him in the chest? And you just wonder, like, what's being said? What's the context? What led to that moment being captured? Who reports to who gives the orders, I'd love to know how that all works, because it's just fascinating, isn't it? And we have to guess, we have to theorize, we have to read between the lines and try and piece it together based on what's available to us, because they're never going to let us sit in on those meetings, unfortunately.